Wednesday, 2023. We're in the REM station at Brossard, Quebec. REM is Reseau Express Metropolitain. New network that opened up in the summertime. Takes you to Gare Centrale, Central Station, Montreal. 20 minutes. This will be part of a much larger system. Expand to the west end of the island through the Mount Royal Tunnel up towards Deux Montants, or Two Mountains, or Deux Montagnes, as an uneducated English person would say. So, I'm going to take a ride on this brand new system. I know a little bit of French. It's going to sound like Long Island French, but I'll give it an effort. These are the stops. Brossard, where we are now, to Cartier, Panama, Ile de Sur, and Gare Centrale, which is Central Station.
This way, so you're going to get a front view.
Here's the interior of these cars.
This is what you mean by the front.
But the train's
Yes.
going to go this way.
That way.
This is part of the system that is yet to be built. Going to
So
Trudeau
it's the
Airport,
opposite.
so Two Mountains.
Thanks for the help.
All right, departing Brossard for Montreal, or Montréal.
Bienvenue à bord du REM. Direction Gare Centrale. Prochaine station du quartier.
This is fully autonomous. If you look off in the distance, you can see a mountain. That's Mont Saint Hilaire, which is an inactive volcano. Nice things about autonomous trains, it's like the JFK Air train. No drivers, you got a railfan window to work with. Whoopee.
Station du quartier.
Du quartier, or du quartier, if you have no comprehension of the French language. I can't speak French as good as she can.
Sur le côté gauche.
I took French in college, but it's basically Long Island French for the most part. Although the Canadian customs officers seem to be impressed with it. This road alongside of us, or actually what we're running in between, like Chicago, is Autoroute 10. This goes into downtown Montreal.
Prochaine station Panama.
Translation, next station, Panama. It's a cloudy, cold day. It's about 36 degrees out. Montreal area is loaded with autoroutes. That's the Quebec version of expressway. Brossard, Taschereau, La Prairie, Longueuil, if I'm pronouncing them right. Follow this road, it'll take you to Pierre Elliott Trudeau Airport, Pont Champlain or the Champlain Bridge. I once had a local rail fan from Dorval. When I tried to speak French to him, he was very tactful in saying that my French was very, very bad. I think he could have said it in a more poised manner. On the right, about 2 o'clock, you can see where the city of Montreal gets its name. Towering above it is Montreal, or Mount Royal.
Station Panama. Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté gauche.
Oh, what beautiful French. Love the musical chimes when the doors open and close. Never heard anything like it.
Prochaine station, Île des Sœurs.
Between here and Île des Sœurs, we cross over the Champlain Bridge, over the St. Lawrence River. Or in French, le fleuve de Saint Laurent. Here we come, we're approaching the bridge. Used to be a toll bridge. Quite a grade here. You have a combination of auto routes on this bridge. You have auto route 10 to Montreal, 20 to the Ontario border where you connect with Ontario Provincial Road 401 Expressway, and 15 which goes up to the Laurentian resorts. Crossing over the mighty St. Lawrence River. Major commerce way of boat traffic from the ocean to the Great Lakes. good-sized bridge.
Station Île des Sœurs.
Here, Autoroute 10 heads towards downtown.
Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté droit. Prochaine station, Gare Centrale.
Central Station next.
Correspondance avec la ligne orange du métro.
And auto routes 15 and 20 take off to the left. Passing Via's Montreal facility on the left. See all kinds of equipment, including the new Siemens Via train sets. On the right, you see a railroad bridge crossing the river. That's the Victoria Bridge. Trains to Quebec and Halifax use it. Right now we're passing over the top of the Sorel sub of Canadian National, which comes from Quebec. See some EXO equipment on the left. See some F-59s and ALP-45 DPs, which they really don't need anymore because they don't have any need for electric traction.
Le dimanche au jeudi, interruption de service planifiée dès 22 heures
dans les deux sens, entre Panama et Gare Centrale. Autobus disponible.
Look at that Montreal skyline. At this location is a Y. To the west is the CN Kingston sub, and to the east that we're paralleling is the CN Montreal sub. That goes into Central Station. Takes the Via trains there and the EXO trains. Via trains come from Quebec, Ottawa, Toronto, and the EXO trains come from Mascouche and Mont-Saint-Hilaire. Approaching Place Bonaventure, or Place Bonaventure, the Hotel Bonaventure. Again, I apologize for the Long Island French. Still a little foliage here. Okay, we're coming into Gare Centrale, Central Station. We're using part of the old station tracks when they built this system here.
Station, Gare Centrale.
End of the line for now. Beyond here goes through the Mount Royal Tunnel.
Terminus. Merci d'avoir voyagé à bord du REM aujourd'hui.
Take a little ride on the REM to the next stop. I want to show you the storage yards for the EXO commuter rail and the Via Rail. You'll see all kinds of equipment down there. As we leave Central Station, surprisingly, there's still some decent foliage here in the North Country. Montreal sub. There's a Y up here. Trains to Toronto use this track, as well as Ottawa and Quebec trains. Well, there's the Y right there. That heads off to the Kingston sub. See some interesting power down there. Here's the EXO storage yard. That's the Montreal commuter carrier. See some new equipment back there, new double-decker cars. The ones in the foreground are quite common on New Jersey Transit and MARC. Here we have an ALP 45DP and a couple of F59 PHs. I think they're former Go Transit. Well, that's the EXO facility. Coming up is the VIA facility. Oh, here comes the VIA facility. You'll see a couple of F40 PH-3s in different paint schemes. It looks like the Oceans equipment to Halifax. You can see those Enterprise cars back there. Some of the Silver Fleet. See a F40 in disrepair, a Bud RDC, looks like an RPO. They're actually, those cars at Cool Enterprise, they're Renaissance cars coming from Britain. See some more power, a P42 and an F40 PH-3. The stunning view of the city. Yeah, a lot of locomotives here. This is their engine facility. All right. Well, here we are in Gare Centrale, Central Station, Montreal. REM terminal for now, and you can catch Via Rail and EXO trains out of here. And this station's all done up for Christmas already. And I always liked this station. The station itself opened in 1943. It was rebuilt in '67. From the outside, the station is kind of boxy looking. It's not terribly attractive. But from the inside, it's quite cheerful and airy. Always love coming here.
Interruption de service planifiée dès 22 heures, dans les deux sens, entre Panama et Gare Centrale. Autobus disponible.
Here on board REM, we're going to take a ride out to Brossard from Gare Centrale.
Bienvenue à bord du REM. Direction A1, Brossard. Prochaine station, Île des Sœurs.
All right, we're leaving Gare Centrale, heading out into the night towards Brossard. Long-time institution up there is Farine Five Roses Flower. I've ridden on many a train out of Central Station on Canadian National and Via, passing that building. You can see the signals on the left. That's for the Via trains out of Central Station. Looks like nothing is happening. passing by the Exo terminal on the right. That lighted structure in the background is the Pont Champlain Bridge, which we will be going over. On the right down there is the Via Rail yard in Montreal. Traffic on the right there, that's Auto Route 15 and 20. Coming into Ile des Sœurs.
Île des Sœurs.
Man, what French. These are Alstom-built cars.
Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté droit.
I think she said exit on the right. Montreal is definitely a musical city, between that and the metro chimes. Now we climb a steep grade over the Champlain Bridge over the St. Lawrence River.
Prochaine station, Panama.
Over the bridge are auto routes 10, 15, and 20. '15 will take you to the New York State border at Rouse's Point. Yeah, they did a great job on this bridge. I remember what it used to be like. I think it was 6 lanes only, and well, it's still 6 lanes, but usually lots of traffic and tolls slowed things down. No toll anymore, and now you have the REM. Kind of reminds me of the Tappan Zee Bridge. Trains on this run about every 8 minutes, roughly.
Du dimanche au jeudi, interruption de service planifiée des 22 heures dans les deux sens entre Panama et Gare Centrale. Autobus disponible.
Right up here you can exit to Auto Route 15, continuing on down to New York State. This is Auto Route 10, which heads out to the eastern townships, like out to Sherbrooke.
Station Panama. Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté gauche.
I heard gauche means left.
Prochaine station du quartier.
Yeah, this is a great little system, and it's going to get bigger. It's going to head out on it to Pierre Trudeau International Airport, head out on the west end of the island, Montreal Island, and up to two mountains, or Du Monton, what I call Dux Montagnus. That's the old CN commuter electric line that was suddenly discontinued and the tracks ripped up so they could build this. People up that way weren't too happy, I know. But in the end, they'll get in a much better system. That line used to have box cab electrics, steeple cab electrics, MUs. Trains to Jonquière used to go through there, Sanitaire. No more. They all went through the Mount Royal Tunnel. And that's being rebuilt for the REM. Exit Route 30, Route 20 East, Saint-Earl, Tracy, Vaudreuil, Dorion, Quebec City. Yeah, Route 20 heads on towards Quebec City and further east. I think it goes as far as Rimouski. I remember as a kid, before I had any comprehension of the French language, I crucified the names of some of those towns. On the north shore of the St. Lawrence, on the CP, I used to call it Trois Rivières instead of Trois Rivières, 3 rivers. Forgive me, I'm trying. Ducatier. Or du Quartier.
Station du quartier. Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté gauche.
Exit left. Gauche is left and droite is right.
Prochaine station, Brossard.
Brossard, last stop. La dernière station. From the Brossard parking lot, it's about an hour's drive to Plattsburgh, New York, providing there are no border crossing delays. There ought not to be now. The parking lot at the Brossard station has lots of free parking, relatively easy access to the auto routes. Very convenient. Coming from Plattsburgh, it's an easy drive, assuming the border crossing is not difficult.
Station Brossard. Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté droit. Terminus. Merci d'avoir voyagé à bord du REM aujourd'hui. N'oubliez pas vos effets personnels.
All right, we're at Brossard. It's 10:05 p.m. We're going to take a ride into Montreal and get a good look at the skyline at night. It's about a 20-minute ride. It's nice to have nice clean windows.
Station du quartier.
Arriving du quartier.
Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté gauche. Prochaine station, Panama.
Cold night here in Montreal. It's about 35 degrees. Thankfully, the wind isn't blowing. Today, I got a good cross section of transit here between the REM and the Metro. Took a little circle tour around the system, covering the orange lines, the blue line, and the green line. Route 10 West Circulation Fluide. What that means is that traffic is moving well on Auto Route 10. All these signs are in French up here. Got Boulevard Taschereau, La Prairie, Longueuil, Route 10 West, Route 15 Nord. West is OUEST, north is NORD. East is EST, and south is SUD. In addition to the rail fading, I'm giving you a little bit of French lessons. As if I'm the best person to teach you. I speak the best patchard French you could ever hear.
Station Panama. Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté gauche. Prochaine station, Panama.
Sorry, we just left Panama. Next stop should be Ile de Sur. But not before we cross the Champlain Bridge. The signs. If you don't have some knowledge of French, these road signs can be a bit intimidating for an outsider. We're soaring over the mighty St. Lawrence River.
Station Panama.
No, it's not. It's Ile de Sur.
Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté droit.
I see a lot of hockey fans on the train going out. The Canadiens game must have ended a little while ago. They were playing the Boston Bruins tonight.
Prochaine station Gare Centrale. Correspondance avec la ligne orange du métro.
The Molson Center Arena, where the Montreal Canadiens play, is not too far from Central Station. It's near the Lucien Allier station. What filled in for the old Windsor station years ago. And there's downtown Montreal. Passing by on the left the Via Rail Yard here. Beautiful sight. Second largest city in Canada, behind Toronto. Okay, now we're coming down alongside the Montreal sub. Those are the tracks that carry the Via passenger trains and the EXO trains into Central Station. Something's backing out of the station, look. At a P42. The building straight ahead that's tall, it's got 12 sides. That's Place Ville Marie building. Central Station is built on a hillside up towards Mount Royal. The south end, it's above the street, and the north end is underground. The roads slope up alongside as you go further north. Place Bonaventure. And above that is the Hotel Bonaventure. Coming into Central Station.
Station, Gare Centrale. Les portes s'ouvriront sur le côté droit.
Air Centrale, Central Station, downtown Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Great ride.
Terminus. Merci d'avoir voyagé à bord du REM aujourd'hui. N'oubliez pas vos effets personnels.